What's up everybody, Anthony from Granddaddy Herps, and today I'm going to show you clutch number 2 out of the egg. Pairing was a cinnamon lesser and a bumblebee to a female calico. So I'm going to hit you with the Osmond reptile style intro where I show off the male first. So this is my male cinnamon lesser. It's pretty cool. I actually, and I'll post a link in the description, I actually ran into the video of him at Triple O Reptile, of him when he was a lot younger. And it is the exact snake because I have history as to where he comes from. I actually got him from one of the guys that worked there who was into ball pythons for a little bit. But yeah, this is him. Really nice quality. This guy's over 1,000 grams and still really holding it down. Cinnamon lesser is such a good combo. Get these nice like yellows that come through. These wicked silver eyes. You can kind of see them. But yeah, there's him. I'll show you Mom. I think she's going through a shed, but I'll show you her too. She's not the craziest looking calico. I admit that straight up. But you're gonna see the potential that a low white calico can do when you see the rest of this clutch. So as you can see, she's really low white. And with calicos, most of them, you don't even start seeing the white until they hit maybe about 100 grams and have had maybe 3 or 4 sheds. I've had her since she was a baby, and I experienced that, and I vouch for that 100%. She's sweet looking. So yeah, I mean, you can see all like the peppering and almost like the yellow belly looking style to her. But nevertheless, she's a pretty solid looking calico for being low white. She's a Jeff Lumen calico, or at least I got her from him. So there's that. Now let's get into the reason why you guys watch this video or click this video. Start showing off some babies. So this is going to be one of those clutches where I'm pretty much stumped all the way around as to what exactly it is that I got from this clutch. My guess is I'm pretty much 75% on everything except for one snake. I know for sure what it is. First one I'm going to show you is, I'm about 90% sure that this is a calico. Good signs to look for on calicos are the peach sides. The camera's not really doing a good job picking it up, but there's a lot of peaching, and this thing is just a little bit more vibrant than your typical normals. It has a similar head to the mom, and a lot of the flaming, a lot of those flames that kind of like the mom has, almost like the yellow belly looking belly. So I'm pretty sure this is a calico. I'll hold on to it until it has 1 or 2 sheds. I haven't sexed everything yet. So let's see if I can get this one. Looks like it's a female, but yeah, I haven't really sexed everything yet. Okay, so there's that. Put this lid over here. Second one, this is where I'm starting to get like confused on everything. Let me put this down on the white background. Maybe that'll help with. Sorry for the tripod noise that I know you guys are hearing in the video. Let me just get this thing on white. So I'm not sure if this has calico or not. I'm kind of like yes, and I'm like no. What makes me think it's got calico is the orange. The camera's kind of picking it up, but the orange flames, and then just kind of like the mom house, she had like that yellow belly looking pattern. I'm thinking it could have calico. Again, mine being low white, even though they can throw high white stuff, I think it's just going to take a couple sheds before I know for sure. So it's just a very different looking lesser all around. It's almost like it has that cinnamon influence where it's just got that darker spine, but it's got the cool little eyes. Let's see if I can sex this one. I'm like, honestly, I am not the best at sexing, and I'll be the first to admit that. I'll try again later, but potentially female. I give it 1 or 2 shots, and if I don't get it, I don't get it. So let's get the next snake. Okay, this one was the last one to actually come out of the egg, but 90% sure that this one is just a cinnamon lesser. Look at that. Look at those crazy floating alien heads. Towards the top of the neck, they kind of like start to connect. Awesome. Look at that dark black back looking spine. These guys have some of the coolest eyes, like the dad. Like silver eyes where the eye stripes go right into it. Haven't sexed this one yet either, so let me see. This one's just out of the egg. Oh, it's a male. So this one will definitely be for sale. Clean silver looking snake. You know, and then they look the same as babies as they do as adults, as you can clearly see. If anything, they lighten up more so than browning out. And then the yellows start to kind of come in on the sides. But beautiful snake. Cinnamon lesser, fantastic combo. And then just everything else you add in, it just gets better and better. So these next two I'm going to show you, these are the ones where I'm kind of like, I'm thinking they're calico and then I'm not sure, I'm not 100%. So just a little bit more busy, just a little bit lighter, a little bit more of the orange kind of going on. Look at that. I really like the patterns on the side of the neck, how it just kind of connects. You know, similar looking eyes, everything. So again, gonna have to hold on to it for a couple more sheds to really get a good idea of what it is. Let me bring out the other one and try to get a little comparison. The one I just showed you looks a little bit darker. So let me see if I can get these guys to sit still. You know how baby ball pythons are. So this is the one I just brought out. That was the previous one. And the one to the left of it is the one I'm thinking may have calico in it. Just a little bit lighter, you see what I mean? A little bit dirtier and darker on this side, but again, that's variable with ball pythons. You can have an ugly pastel in your group, and you can have a really nice looking pastel. So pretty much for now, these guys are just cinnamon lessers until I prove otherwise, or after a couple sheds, maybe I'll see some change in the body. But let's throw the last one on here. This one, I'm even more so leaning towards it having calico, and you'll see why. Just much different. Again, a little bit more orangish, or orange coming through on the sides. This one's a lot lighter than both of them. It almost like has kind of like a reddish coloring to it. Again, nice little side stripes. I did sex these two. I believe this one was a female and that one was a male. After a couple sheds, if I get 1.1 cinnamon lesser calico, I may end up just keeping them both. Definitely replace the dad with a triple. But let me get this next to the other one so you can kind of see that that one's definitely a little bit lighter. They want to escape. You can see it's a lot lighter than the other ones. Not too crazy in this clutch, but it's definitely a fun one. Got to produce lessers for the first time, calicos for the first time, so, or what I think are calicos. But so really quickly, I want to show you something else. I did have 6 eggs, and I showed you 5 snakes. I want to show you one more thing. So here is my male Bumblebee. He's 5 years old and looks amazing for his age. And I don't know if you guys remember the clutch I had last year. He threw a wicked Bumblebee and he threw a wicked normal looking male pastel. but look at all that color he still has on his head. And it's hard to explain, but the browning out you typically see in the spine, it's usually really brown, but his is actually gold. Let me see if I can try to kind of get what I mean. It's a goldish brown versus like brown. So I've held on to him. He was my first ball python morph. So I haven't quite wanted to get rid of him just yet, even though I have a killer bee female and I have a couple pastels and spider combos. I just really want to do exclusive breeding with him because there's something going on in him where he's super bright. I mean, you can see he's got like, it's really bright in here, but his belly is just screaming yellow. And he's high white, just really nice looking male, nice blue eyes. So I just wanted to show you him real quick because I have one more baby in the clutch that I need to show off. So when you have quality genes mixing even with low quality, you get something like this. So I managed to do a dual side clutch. It's my first one. So it looks like the Bumblebee sired this one. But look at this calico, pastel calico. This thing is amazing. It's a male. I'm going to hold on to it for a shed or two, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to end up keeping it, unfortunately. I've been wanting to keep something back for my male Bumblebee for the last 2 years, and I haven't quite hit anything like that I could benefit from. But this thing is just wicked smoking. I'm telling you that Bumblebee has an interesting line of pastel in him. I can't explain it, but let this baby do all the talking. Really gorgeous. Really skinny head. But I could not wait for this one to come out. Has a similar pattern to what the pastels had that I hatched out last year. But it's pretty cool to hit that in the clutch. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support. Go check out Hugh Jorgen's video. He finally cut open his clutch. It was an inchy pastel to a calico, and he got some pretty solid odds in there. I think there was a couple other shout outs I wanted to give, but I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. As always, Anthony from Granddaddy Herps. Peace.